everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As we move into the final weeks of the regular season, here's a look at the teams jockeying for playoff position in the NFC. All these teams will be playing their hearts out, trying to claim the highest seed possible before Wild Card Weekend. It's the Rams going up against the 49ers. With that, let's get out west to Santa Clara, where we say hello to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth-down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It goes as a pickup of 23, and it'll be a San Francisco first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And we get a peek at the defensive starters, and it's a unit that really needs to do better than they did last week.
So I would expect them to come out with a lot more emotion this week, flying around, trying to establish a new tone, because last week they didn't feel good about it all.
And that is incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Back to throw.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is...
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding time. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go!
And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Watch it now, Marty! All right, here we go. 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And that's caught inside the 30. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So the run gets him the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come up in an offset eye. Now back to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll go on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, and that's incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to a Los Angeles first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Roughing the pass here, but, Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Throwing Jones. He's going to go up top again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And his kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. A little track jump. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go. What? None. Flex round.
They're going to try and throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 11 yards for number 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll set up a throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go!
Now Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's 17-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Robert Kindici. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Cut his left. Cut his left.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Yeah, they're going to speed things up here.
When the coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
4 down, 4 down. Come on, let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up second and goal. Back to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal. A loss of 6, and now it's third down. From the 15 now after the sack. It's third and goal. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. From the 15 now after the sack. It's third and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Rolling to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kindici in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Jones. Now a desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
All right, here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Surveying the field. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Now let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And